Hey everybody, I'm Matt Lukes. I'm a horticulturist in the Asiatic Arboretum at Duke Gardens. Hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to share with you some of my home pruning knowledge. Now is not the time to prune fruit trees, but you can do a little bit of catch up with them. Ideal time is late winter, reduce the potential for pests and diseases that they tend to get. So we have some pears and apples here on our little homestead, and we got these from Century Farms over towards Burlington. He's got a lot of really nice heirloom varieties that I've never even heard of, and you can go through and kind of research and pick out crops that you want that will be early, mid, and late season fruit. Some that are good for canning, some are good for eating. So there's a lot of good options. So anyway, getting sidetracked, but this is a little pear tree that we have. But we did do a little bit of pruning and thinning on it. Not quite enough over the winter time. So now's a good time. Like I said, you can play a little bit of catch up. So what I did originally, there was a lot of these little spurs coming off, these new leaves. Got really excited that it was springtime and put them out. Had them all up the trunk here. Doesn't need all those right now. This is probably about a 3 or 4 year old tree, and until it's probably about 5, you don't really want it to flower too much. You don't want it to put out fruit too early. So the best thing to do is just kind of keep it growing, keep the shape the way you want it, and develop that shape. So what we did is we just pinched off all these little whirls of leaves that were all the way up the trunk. We pinched them off up to here. You want to leave some of them just so it has opportunity to produce enough food for itself for the summer. You don't need them all, of course. So maybe, a third of the way up the trunk, it'll start sprouting out. Just pinch those, you just break them right off just like that. And most important thing when you're doing this, even in wintertime, got your pruners, use a little bit of rubbing alcohol. Sometimes I have Lysol spray or Clorox spray. Make sure between trees and sometimes even between branches, just give your pruners a little spritz, and it keeps you from spreading any diseases that might be in there. Another important thing, every year, make sure you clean off the old leaves from around the base of the trunk. Doing that will reduce the risk of, if you get fire blight or any other kind of pathogens that are bacterial leaf spots that are on the leaves, just get it away from the trunk, and they'll tend not to get back into the plant that year. So do a little cleanup around the base, make sure there's a lot of good airflow, not too many weeds. So on this one, what I'm just going to do to show y'all is try to encourage the shape. You want this kind of open vase shape, so open in the middle. That's characteristic of most fruit trees. You kind of get away with that with apples, peaches, and pears. I didn't prune this one when we originally got it. So as you can see, all the green is what's new just in the past month. All these darker brown branches, these are the old branches that came with this tree when we bought it. And I did not prune it then. So going for that open shape, it's actually helping me out a little bit. And it sent out from this old growth down here, this really nice branch that's coming out this way. Coming over here, it's already got one coming opposite. And then there's 2 more that are really nice branches. Unfortunately, it has this one in the middle that's just coming straight up. Honestly, it's going, it's kind of competing with this nice one next to it. I'm just going to go ahead and take that off now and reduce any, there's a little jumping spider. Reduce any potential for crowding in the middle of the tree. Airflow is ideal for these. You really want there to be enough airflow to reduce disease issues that you may have. So kind of any growth that's going towards the middle, it's just going to shade the inside of the tree. Even if like fruit does develop in 5-6 years, nothing will develop on the inside of the tree because it's going to be so shaded. So even these little whirls of leaves in here that are going towards the inside, I'll go ahead and just pinch those off for now. You don't need to go crazy with them. You don't need every single one of them gone, because like I said, it does need to be able to produce some food for itself this year. But anything that's crossing, super crowded. You can even pinch just a couple leaves off to provide a little bit more airflow so it's not so dense. It'll help it out quite a bit, and it's not going to hurt the tree. And so as you can see, I'm just doing a little thinning on the inside. There's this branch right here, this nice little green one that came out going towards the middle of the tree. We don't want that right now. I'm gonna cut it back, not all the way. I'm gonna leave about 3 leaves on it just so it can have a little bit extra help this year producing food. And the rest of these look pretty good. It's a little bit, you know, we've got some long growth already this year. It's about 8 inches or so. Keep an eye on that. You know, towards the fall, if it keeps getting longer and longer, I might just tip it back about a third. You don't want this tree to start growing taller right now. You want these to really start to develop that really open, nice base shape to it. So that's what we're gonna go for. That's what we're gonna encourage. And in a couple of years, we can let it go and it'll fruit and we'll enjoy many pears. Hope y'all are doing well. Take care of yourselves. Prune. Feel excited about it. Don't be scared. Enjoy.